Hey guys, Tony Benson here with Wealth Builders HQ and creator of Patterns in a Flash. Going to do a quick review of the couple of patterns of the week from last week. But before we get there, I got to get the disclaimer out of the way. I am not a registered broker-dealer investment advisor. I will not give you any recommendations or advice. Everything we do here is purely for educational purposes. If I do mention a trade, just assume that it is a paper trade or practice trade. For regulatory reasons, we do not discuss funded trading here. So we're going to look back at Roblox and PM and anything else that is still on the radar from previous patterns of the week. So Philip Morris, we've got a beautiful head and shoulders on this thing. It's a little easier to see on a line chart. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. This is about as textbook as it gets. And the volume running up into it is pretty solid. And then it gets lighter into the head and then lighter into the right shoulder. And then on the break of the neckline, we get good, solid volume, which is exactly what happened here. A big down day with lots of volume. That is absolutely beautiful. Textbook, exactly what we want to see. A little doji yesterday. We do have earnings coming up shortly, though, so be cautious of that. But definitely still looking good on Philip Morris. Roblox actually busted out to the north side. Exactly what we were looking for, because it was, what was it, the 30th, I believe it was that day right there. If I remember right, yep, it was the 30th when I highlighted this and said if we break north, we could run easily from 36 to 44. We'll see what the market does today. We're getting about 25 minutes from the open, but you would already be profitable if you were in this. So we got a nice little break to the north side with solid volume. So depending on what the market does today, who knows, this thing could take off and run to the upside. If it does, then hitting your target of 44 is very feasible at this point, unless the market really sells off big time, I think. So just looking at some of the others that are still on the radar, Abbott is still another long-term head and shoulders. Was it Billy, whatever we call this? Is that? Yeah, Billy, I think is what it is. Still some potential there. Another one looks a little bit like Roblox, so we shall see how that one plays out. BKR, I don't love this one. I went and looked at options on this before it tanked. Looking at the double top there and the head and shoulders. Actually, that head and shoulders back here is when I was looking at it right here. And I thought if it breaks down here, and on this day I went and looked at it, and the options were crazy expensive. They were $6 or $7. And for a $30 stock, that's crazy. I didn't even trade it because they were so crazy. They just seemed way out of alignment with what it should be. Usually on a $20 or $30 stock, your options are a couple of bucks, maybe $3. Even in the money, they're, the time value is not that. But it was just crazy huge, which was a red flag for me, so I just left it alone. IRT, another one, not a beautiful head and shoulders, but definitely there. Now we've got kind of this a little bit of a flag or a pennant type of pattern. So this one, I think, still has some good potential to the downside. And last but not least, we'll look at Texas Instrument real quick. This is one that is still kind of just sitting in that range, but another one that's got some big potential, descending triangle, big potential down to about 126, which this whole sector, the whole semiconductor sector, has been getting beat up pretty bad, and I think it's probably likely to continue. So we shall see. So that is it for the reviews for this week. We will see you all next week. Y'all take care. God bless.
Folks, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the training. Now, if you did, be sure to give us a thumbs up and go ahead and hit the subscribe button right over here and hit the bell to keep up with all the latest trading content. And oh, did you know that we have a podcast? Supercharge your trading education with the Stock Market Millionaire, which you can find in the description down below. And while you're there, you can also find other amazing free trading resources that I've put together just for you.